it downfield. It is caught. John Moran in the clutch. Oh my word. Oh my God. Deep to right field. Way up there and way down the sideline. Jefferson, another huge run. Jalen Red broke tackle, stayed on his feet.
What's poppin', everybody? Hope we're all having a fantastic day, and welcome back to another episode of Blake's Take. The U.S. men's basketball team has dominated every single year since NBA players were allowed to represent their country in 1992, with the exception of the 2004 team that took bronze. Ever since that disappointment in 2004, the U.S. has annihilated the rest of the competition, winning 25 straight Olympic Games with 3 straight gold medals. However, that 25-game win streak was snapped Saturday morning. You could say U.S. time, when the men's team lost to France for the first time in Olympic history. The U.S. got outplayed by the French. Just absolutely got outplayed. Who, don't get me wrong, are a great team with NBA-level talent, and the reigning world champions from 2019, which they beat the U.S. as well. But we have world-class superstars on Team USA that right now are not living up to their abilities. Kevin Durant and Damian Lillard combined for just 21 points, while many of the rest of the squad had more fouls than made field goals. Devin Booker, Zach LaVine, Draymond Green, JaVale McGee, and KD, who ended up fouling out in this one, all had more fouls than made field goals, which was the real story of this game. Just so everyone is aware, Olympic basketball is an entirely different game than the NBA. Officials aren't going to give some players calls that they get in the NBA. They're going to let them play and get physical and play things out. In frustration of not getting these foul calls, the U.S. has repaid the favor and tried to get more physical, but that was no match for the 3 7-footers from France, including 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert. The Americans' front court in Bam Adebayo and Draymond Green was just no match for the French, who played bully ball all night long. They did not know how to work within the officials' limits, which is why the French knew exactly what their game plan was and knew they were going to be able to dominate in this one. Bottom line, the French were in their element while the U.S. was far from theirs, due in large part to the lack of leadership from Greg Popovich. Pop has not held the players accountable and made them strive to really want this gold medal and build chemistry that would be able to help them overcome these other teams who have had extreme chemistry and work with one another and practice with one another throughout the year. But ever since that 1992 Dream Team, stars have just been known to be thrown together here in America and make juggernaut teams with incredible star power. However, they have just been given little time to build chemistry and build a game plan for gold. This is why the most of the USA's success over the years should be credited to the coaches and their ability to organize a wide range of talent in a constructive manner. But ever since that great Greg Popovich took over for Coach K in 2017, the Americans have fallen apart, posting a 3-5 record in international play. That is unacceptable for a country who has more world-class talent than any of the international countries combined after the exhibition loss to Australia. Pop's takeaway from the game was that we got better. How can we get better when we are still not living up to the expectations of being the best in the world? So, Team USA has a serious problem on their hands, and it will be up to Greg Popovich on how to assess it, because shall the USA not win the gold medal, much of the fall will be on him due to his inability to make adjustments and bringing the high-level talented players together to play like a team. I believe the Americans took this to heart, and they will figure this out, a way to win this gold medal with or without Pops. So we'll see how this goes, but definitely the players need to step up and figure things out, because when two of the best players in the world in Kevin Durant and Damian Lillard combined for just 21 points, and Kevin Durant fouls out while Devin Booker comes back, obviously coming off the finals, scores 4 points. Heck, Drew Holiday coming off the bench and literally landed in Tokyo less than 24 hours before the game, drops 18 off the bench, 12 in the fourth quarter, scores more than many of the rest of the Team USA scored. He's the leading scorer, and that is just unacceptable. We need Damian Lillard and Kevin Durant to lead this team, help them come together and form the talent that they have so much talent. They're more talented than any other team, but they don't know how to play like a team and really come together to work together both defensively and offensively to overcome and dominate these teams. So thank you for tuning in to another episode. You can catch all this content and more Team USA action on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube, and I will see you all in the next one.